And welcome back to the channel. Today I am with Danny. Danny Yeow is with a company called GEST, and we're going to explore what GEST do, what GEST can offer to you, and how you might need to contact them for some of the things that will help you and your schools in the region. So good afternoon, Danny.
Hi Louise, good to hear from you.
And you, thanks very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. So you've become one of
Pleasure.
our latest partners. We've met 3 or 4 times over the past 3 or 4 years. It's taken us a little bit of time to get here, but we are really, really excited to be partnered with you. So tell me and tell my audience, what is it that GEST is? So GEST is GEST, okay, not guess as in the education show, which is
No, yes, I suppose.
pronunciation. So tell me, what is GEST? What does GEST do?
Thanks, Louise. So I'm Danny. I'm founder and CEO of GEST, which is Global Education Strategy Team. So I started the consultancy nearly 5 years or so ago now, having worked in education technology and education supplies for what is nearly, 17, 18 years now in a variety of different companies. So I was based in the UK, worked in a number of different companies. The last 10 years or so of my career has all been with specifically international schools. And kind of one thing I realized is that a lot of the suppliers didn't do international business particularly well. So I think international schools then, as a result, with those suppliers, got the raw end of the deal, really. So very often got a square peg for a round hole and just kind of told to kind of deal with it. Our consultancy is kind of twofold, really. One is to work with best of breed suppliers, take them to the international market in the best way possible, letting them know the best way to internationalize the product so that it best fits the market. But secondly, obviously, from your perspective as well, is that working directly with the schools, we can talk quite holistically about what they do, what it is that they're trying to achieve, what are their problems, what they like, what don't they like, and then we can recommend products backwards. So trying to solve real problems as opposed to just pushing a particular solution. In a nutshell, how I describe exactly what guest consultancy does.
Awesome. So I think that we're quite aligned in what we do, and some people would say that we kind of do the same thing. But who pays you for your service? Do you get commission from the products that you sell, or do the schools pay you for the consultancy? Which way round does that go?
Yeah, so we want to make it as agnostic as possible so that when we come into a school, we're not just pushing a product because we're getting paid by a client that's
Right.
paying us the most amount of money. So from a school perspective, they know that when they come to us, they're not paying us anything, so that like working with us doesn't bump up the cost of anything that they're trying to get either. Basically, we work with a select breed of clients in a variety of different things, which we'll go through, but it goes through from admissions and websites and marketing through to school admissions, to classroom tools, English, writing, maths, all those sorts of things, even through to kind of more holistic student wellbeing and student pathways. And then we can make recommendations based around what the school need. From a school perspective, they pay nothing else. We work with the client, so they have to kind of work with us to make sure that they're fitting in with I guess, exactly what we need as well.
And I think that some of our clients are similar, but I know that I'm particularly focused on working with clients and suppliers who are specifically around additional needs and, assistive
Mhm.
technology and products which help people who are identified with needs, and teachers and schools to support them, rather than those pieces of software like the admissions you were talking about. So again, are you specifically for special needs? Because I know that I don't want to always align the people I'm working with only about special needs. You're much more holistic than that, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, like you said, we do overlap a little bit, Louise, which is obviously how we came together in the first instance. So we do have some clients that obviously work within that special educational needs kind of area. We've got products obviously from classroom tools with, like I said, English, maths, science, literature, all those sorts of things that you kind of expect from a classroom tool, learning management system type sorts of stuff, AI to help teachers, with their lesson plannings and assessments and all those sorts of things. But yeah, I guess we'd be remiss to kind of go the background of where we came from is a lot of kind of school administration type sorts of things, really. So
Right.
from admissions to marketing to kind of how you're promoting your school management software, finance software, all the boring bits that kind of keep the school running in the background as well.
Awesome. So I think where I come at it is more of a signposting point of view. So it's
Hmm.
brand awareness and making sure that schools are aware these people are out there. But you can go that because that's not my core business, or even, because there's no commission involved, it's not really part of the business. But you can go in more in depth and you can explain more about what those tools and resources do, which is why. So whilst it might seem like we're doing the same thing, actually you're going in a lot deeper and able to give much firmer advice about what's right for a school, which is why we align. And thank you so much for that. So tell me about some of your biggest clients. Tell me about some of the solutions that you can provide to schools in the Middle East.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So obviously I can go through kind of some of the names of clients and things like that that we're working with at the moment. It does change a little bit, obviously, as we're going through. So some will reach a tipping point where they might open an office, for example, in the UAE. Some are obviously working from the UAE and then use us and our partners to kind of get out to the regions and things like that. So yeah, so it does change a little bit. But yes, I guess right from admissions, kind of marketing, we work with a company called UBIC. I think that market's been a little bit stagnant for a while in terms of kind of marketing and things like that. So Ubic's really good. It's got really, really fantastic software, newer technology, I think, behind it as well to kind of streamline a lot of the process. And it's a lot cheaper for a much better product than some of the things out there. So yeah, that's kind of why we've aligned really well with Ubic. They're also localizing to the UAE as well. So they're heading up an office from there and
That's
going to have a
awesome
sales
news.
director based in the region. So I think, yeah, that's kind of why we're quite happy working with them in that region. From a school management perspective, we work with a company called Veracross as well. But yeah, we've got a couple of others that obviously that we're working with. So yeah, Veracross is a really, really good one, especially for those kind of American schools within the region and things like that. So it's a big American company, but again, is localizing in a number of ways as well. So they've got an APAC team, a European team, and obviously a team here in the UAE as well to work with, which is really, really nice. Before we move on, yeah, obviously we kind of have our own kind of first home built system as well around finance and taking in payments. So yeah, that's a really, really interesting one, obviously, with GDPR and data protection laws all coming in now within the UAE. Yeah, people that used to turn up with a check and a bag full of cash, or they put
Right.
bank account details on loan. Yeah, so we're really modernising that process to kind of streamline it, make it more efficient and more effective, a lot more secure.
Would you say that
Um,
your clients are in the UK, in the US? Are they across the world?
Yeah, very, very much across the world. So a lot of our clients, obviously, when they start with their international kind of expansion, want to do the UAE based around obviously the demographic of it. A lot more newer schools, probably their first or second generation of software. So they're not
Right.
replacing something for the fifth or sixth time. It might be the first or second time that they're buying a type of product like this.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah, it's a really big and growing market in the UAE. So I
Okay.
do a lot myself personally. I end up in the UAE
You
as a
do.
second home pretty
Seen
much
you
a
out a
lot.
few
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
would you say that you speak to purchasing officers? Do you speak to principals? Do you speak to school owners? Who are your main target audience?
Yeah, I think obviously because they've got such a wide range of products, obviously we've just spoken about kind of the administrative type sorts of stuff, but
Hmm.
because we have things around English, around maths, around science, is that it is quite nice that we can talk to anybody in a school and just, yeah, literally kind of talk about how they're getting on, what they're doing, what do they
Right.
like, what don't they like. So yeah, very agnostic in terms of who we can speak to within the school as well, really.
Okay. So people could contact you and just have a conversation, expose some of the challenges that they're experiencing, look at potential options. I know that you have a comprehensive website with a lot of your products on, right?
Hmm.
So
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
people can either call you and say, hey, let's have a Teams or a Zoom, let's have a chat and see if there's anything that you can do to support us, or they can go and look at your website, have a look at all the products, and then specifically talk to you about a product or a service provider. So there's again different ways that people might wish to engage with you at different levels about different topics.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're just open to discussion. If we can help people, we want to, whether it's with our clients that we kind of, that are our core clients. But similarly, if somebody came to us and said, could you recommend something that works in this particular space? Then yeah, I hope that they can come to us and feel like we're agnostic enough to be able to say, we recommend this product and this will be the best fit for you.
Right. Right. That's awesome. And all free of charge. And we do like a little bit of free of charge at
Absolutely.
that end. Okay, amazing. Right. So a lot of the information about what you do and an introduction to GEST is on my website, louisedawson.com/guest consultancy. Or you can go directly to your website, and your website is
GESTconsultancy.com. But yeah, happy for people
awesome.
to reach out to us directly on LinkedIn. My inbox is always open if people just want to have a very informal chat as well.
Okay, so it's Danny Yeow on LinkedIn. GESTconsultancy.com is the website. LouiseDawson.com, Guest Consultancy. Alternatively, drop me a message on YouTube or Insta, on WhatsApp, and I will happily pass on Danny's number to you, and so that you can have that informal conversation with no obligation, right? I think that's the key thing. He's not going to be
Absolutely.
chasing you. He's not the type of guy that's going to be on the email every week saying, "Where are you? Where are you?" Really kind, really considerate, and really knowledgeable about the different products out there for your school. So feel free to get in touch directly. Get in touch with us if you need to. Danny, fabulous to meet you. When are you next out in Dubai?
Oh, well, I'm just in the process of selling the house. So I'll be stuck here for another couple of weeks. But yeah, we're planning to kind of come out ready for GEST Saudi. So I'm sure there'll be a trip into the UAE
Amazing.
doing GEST Saudi as well.
And this will stay here for memories for a long time, this video. So any time in the future, if you wish to connect, then please do. So follow up through the website or through any of the social media outlets and let us know if we can have a conversation with you. Danny can have a conversation with you, and keep an eye on all of our social medias, because whenever he comes to Dubai, we will be letting you know through those channels. Thank you so much for your time, Danny.
No, appreciate it, Louisa. Really kind. And yeah, looking forward to it.
We will speak to you again soon. Take care.
See you soon. Thanks,
Bye
Louise.
bye.